I have been getting some questions about this time blocking system that I have, so I'm going to go into it with a little bit more detail. So first off, I made this grid format myself. Mainly, I have 4 people in my family, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4 columns for each day. And then I do a 24-hour schedule just because I want to see where we're all at in the 24-hour day, since I work a very odd schedule. So I first try and just do the dates at the top. That way I know exactly which days I am talking about, and I am less likely to screw up, though sometimes I still do. I do a Monday start on this, mainly because that's the way my brain works much better. If I try and break up Saturday and Sunday, I always get screwed up at what's happening which weekend. So sometimes I like to add the weather in, but I am filming with my phone and I am not going to look at the weather for right now. Then I know all of the things that are going to happen this week for the most part. And the things that I'm most worried about are the things happening outside the house. So for the most part, I try and put things on this blocking schedule, things that are happening outside the house, because if it's happening inside the house, I'm most likely able to change it around if I need to. So I know when I'm going to be working, my husband's going to be working. Hi, Cat. I know, Cat. It's so exciting. Normally my daughter is in school, but she's not in school right now, so I'm not going to write that down. Then I have my in-laws able to watch my children once a week. My parents are unable to watch the children right now, but sometimes when they are able to, I would also put them on this list. Drum lessons. We do soccer, we do hockey, and that's all I can think of off the top of my head. And so I just start choosing and going from there, and then I literally block out each hour that I'm going to be where I'm going to be, or where everybody's going to be. This makes it easier, so I'm able to make sure that nobody's going to be in 2 places at once outside the home. Because when you start doing that, you start running into issues, and you feel bad about yourself because you overbooked yourself, or overbooked a kid, or overbooked something. And then you're letting friends down and stuff like that. So I always do like this because it's a visual aid of like, hey, I can't do anything, at 8 a.m. on Monday because I am going to be working. So I do this for everybody in the family just to make sure I haven't double booked anybody in the family to do anything. On any days of the week, because it happens and I just don't like doing that. I also like doing it this way because I'm able to see when my husband and I are able to maybe like get a date night in, or whether or not the kids might need some extra diversion. We could go to the zoo or something while my husband is working, because it's just really complicated when I can't see it visually in this block format, this time block format. So my oldest daughter has drum lessons, so she's being taken by her grandmother this week, and so I'm just blocking out that one block. I don't have to worry about the rest of it. I don't know when soccer is this week, and I don't know when hockey is this week, but I would just take these colors out and block them out at some point. And then these are all the things we're doing outside the house. So on this day, I'm working. So in between when I'm working, I know I have to get some sleep in here and in here. That's why my kids are being watched by grandparents. And my husband has to work at the same time. So I really like this block system because it's a visual aid to make sure that nobody is double booked on a particular day. Or if they are double booked, like in this situation, I'm able to talk to her grandmother, and the grandmother is able to take my daughter to drum lessons. Down here is ways to make this like other projects that need to be done. Like I need to plant some more seeds before the end of, or in reality, before the heat really hits. I need to finish sewing the shade cloth. And I need to trim weeds in the front yard. So this is just stuff that I just need to get done that's weighing on my mind. When I put this up, I put this groceries list on here because it's where I put this up is right next to the refrigerator in the kitchen. So if we're running low on something, I can just put it on this list, and then I take a picture of it right before I go to the grocery store, so I know exactly what I need from the grocery store. I'm not guessing all of the time. Hi, kitty cat again. Yes, I see you. And then I really like this system because it takes a lot of the decision making out of what we are doing every single week. As in, if I know that I already made the decision to have certain things for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I don't have to debate with my husband for 20 minutes. Should we do this? Should we do that? Do we have the stuff for it? I already know because I went through the kitchen and everything like that. Like this week, we have a ton of bagels. They had them on super sale for like 2 weeks in a row, and my husband and I both bought some. So we need to eat all of the bagels right now because they're going to go bad soon. So that's going to be for breakfast every single day. And then for lunches, I do a constant rotation. I always do leftovers. I'll leave it at that. Ramen, sandwiches, leftovers, ramen, sandwiches, and leftovers. This is the best way I've seen it go. Do we eat leftovers or sandwiches every single time this comes around? No, but for the most part, we try and stick to this because, like, on Thursday, we have leftovers usually. On Sunday, we for sure have some leftovers that need to be eaten. And then this also keeps it so we don't get bored, because ramen, we can make spicy ramen, we can make chicken ramen, we can make beef ramen. This makes it really easy. And then sandwiches, you can also mix it up. You can have ham and cheese, you can have grilled cheese sandwich, you can do multiple different types of sandwiches, and you already have the stuff for it. You make sure you have the stuff for it, and it just makes the decisions so much easier. You don't get decision fatigue as easy if you write out your meals. So on Monday, we always have Mexican food. So I would say tacos. And then Tuesday, I normally do a new recipe, but this week it's going to be chicken fettuccine, Alfredo. And Wednesday, we always do hot dogs. And you notice that I'm not writing sides with this. Right now, my garden is bursting with squash, so I've been putting squash with absolutely everything. Thursday, we eat out after soccer because we always play soccer on Thursday. Friday, we usually eat out at the farmer's market. If we go to the farmer's market, if we stay in, it's usually leftovers or we discuss something. Then on Saturday, it's soup and salad. And then Sunday, it's pizza. Just having this all written out makes my days so much easier because I can go to this in the morning and I can pull out the chicken on Tuesdays or pull out the hot dogs on Wednesdays. And let's say on Friday, I know we're not going to go to the farmer's market. I can easily just go and pull out some, if we have potatoes, I can pull out some ground beef to make shepherd's pie that night or something along those lines. So this offers enough flexibility that we don't get tired of the meals that we are eating. But at the same time, there's enough decisions made that we don't get decision fatigue throughout the week. Let me know if you have any more questions about the blocking system.